Folks, welcome to the Jake Feinberg Show, and what an honor. Pleased to be joined here by an incredible world musician. Mustafa, welcome to the Jake Feinberg Show.
Thanks for having me. It's quite an honor. I'm glad you came through town and happy to sit down and talk about the stuff that's important.
Let me ask you something about, can you just talk to the audience about the mysticism, what you've witnessed personally as it relates to the mysticism of the Sufis? Like nothing out of a book, but something that you yourself directly...
Oh, some of that involves people that I would have to get clearance with them to talk about.
Maybe in broad strokes you can fill us. I mean, listen, I don't want to hear anything out of a book.
Right.
I want to know what you've had direct experience with it.
I have. You know, my teacher, who I met with sort of, periodically. He was based in Santa Fe, and I was
What's his name
at the time? Fatih Ben Halim. But it was interesting because when I first started studying with him, he would go away because he travels a lot. But it was very interesting because if I had a question or an issue, I would meditate on him and I would get answers directly from him, no matter where he was. So it's something that teachers at that level can really transcend time and space to communicate with people that they need to.
Can you give an example?
They're mundane ones, like just meditating on something. Like once I was in the backyard and I was meditating on rocks. I was looking at the rocks and I was understanding that everything around the rocks and all of the worms and flies, that everything was living and breathing and connected. And so I meditated on this because I was feeling like very empowered and very enlightened. And then I was feeling guilty about feeling that powerful and that enlightened.
Why?
Because it seemed to go across the grain of humility. And so I posed the question out loud. And I asked Fethi, I said, what about this? I just was sort of thinking about it. So I wonder what Fethi would say about it. And it came through loud and clear in my mind. It said, it's okay. Because what you're able to see is a gift from God. And if you're humble and respectful in that sense, it's okay.
Wow. I mean, how did you apply the rhythms of the Sufi music to your own vocabulary?
It's not, to me, the first thing that attracted me to that music. Well, first of all, I have Lebanese half-cousins, so some of this is in the DNA in terms of the Middle Eastern connection. But it was really